Cousin, answer the phone, cousin. It's time for our daily FaceTime. Okay, there you go. Hey. Hi, my beautiful family. I hope you guys are having a good day. I want to say this message that I have is kind of profound, but I'm still processing it. And I just feel like I need to talk about it, I also feel like the cards that I chose for today go so well with the channel message. But anyways, how you doing? How is your mental? Are you feeling okay? Hopefully something that you want or that you've been wanting, you either got it today or got confirmation of it today. I just want to also say that I love and appreciate you guys for all y'all love, for those of you that actually genuinely support me, and the likes, the comments, shares, the subscriptions, and everything. If you're looking for anything, everything is in the description box. I think we got 5 more days before the free reading opportunity is over. So if you're interested in getting one, email me and I'll send you the requirements. The channel message is: your energy is the color, life is the canvas, and you are the art. Your energy is the color, life is the canvas, and you are the art. This reminds me so much of just being free and having the experience. I want to say that whoever I'm speaking to, it's really time for you to get serious about celebrating yourself. You got the star at the back of the deck. Okay, for the last couple of weeks, I've been being, I guess you can say, tested in different ways in regard to who I am. Am I really ready for this life and this journey that I'm embarking on? And my nervous system has been being regulated by so many instances. But what's beautiful is the fact that these instances aren't necessarily bad. It's kind of like, I feel like spirit be testing me just to see how I'll react or how I would take something. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a message for somebody. You could be somebody that has blonde hair or like to wear blonde wigs, but this woman does have rich melanin in her skin. So something about melanated people could be significant. Ancestry, roots. I'm seeing a lot of trees in this star card. I'm also seeing her be supported. I also feel like with this blonde hair and the fact that the stars is also the same color, it's giving divine guidance or crowned in divinity. The fact that she is playing with this water, it's reminding me of the Temperance card as well, and how she could either be pouring it out, or this is like bearing your emotions or your feelings to the earth, being replenished and revitalized by nature. Even if it's your own nature. Somebody here, I'm getting this element of like self-therapy. You could be somebody that can talk someone off the ledge, and sometimes it's you that you're talking off the ledge, or you've accepted that. I'm also getting this element of being your own savior. You taking accountability that you chose to be triggered in growth and not triggered in the opposite direction. Because I'm a firm believer that nobody is saving nobody. There's no such thing. Now, can I come on your feed and say something and say, okay, or it help you in some way? Yes, because you chose to take that help. Don't ever take the power away from yourself, because you saved you. Okay? I feel so deeply in spirit right now, like something has taken over me. I'm taking the star card, okay? Whoever I'm speaking to, you a star. And it's time for you to start embracing that in the best way, because you never know who's watching you. people that you idolize, you never know who's watching you. And the same people that you watching could be those same people that's watching you. Inspired by you, in fact, take some of your ideas and make it their own. But how do a person process that? And that's, you know, I'll say a challenge, which I love a challenge. Okay, because I am a person, I like to analyze. It can come off as overthinking, right? But if you channel it in the right places, it's such a superpower. And that superpower, that anointed, that understanding that I get from that situation feeds me. It grows me. It gives me strength. The art of transmutation, how you transmute something that come off as, or not even just coming off, it is what it is, but you make it work for you. I was just talking about this in a previous reading, not this way, but I was channeling someone who's very good at transmuting energy. And here I am, truly being embodied, and it's like spirit showing me a mirror of myself. How many times I done sat on here and channeled messages that I didn't even know was for me. Lately, I've been experiencing people taking my messages, if not like straight up taking the videos, but literally taking things that I'm channeling from the Most High, and not even saying that they got the idea from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in my head, I'll be like, you know what? The messages are getting out at the end of the day. But when it's no coincidence when ain't nobody else talking about that thing but you, and then somebody else decide just because they have a bigger platform that it's okay for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when they say that flattery, I mean, like copying somebody is flattery, I really start thinking about that, because it tells me that I'm doing something right. It also shows me who I am, the star that I am. It make me appreciate myself a little bit more, that I can be authentically myself and I don't have to take something from somebody else to be. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a part of you feel like something was taken from you, because you know you did that first. Like when certain big stars, since we talking about famous people, you can be somebody that's a up and coming star, or maybe you have some sort of platform here where you're showcasing who you are. You could even have a like I'm hearing a laundry line. So a clothing line, laundry. Why did that just come out? Okay, something about somebody be feeling triggered. Well, trigger on, because how do you think another person feel when you do that? Or maybe somebody has experienced it being stolen from so much that now they've adopted that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? It's okay. No, it's not. It's a difference from being inspired by somebody and taking their shit. It's a completely different, it's different, because you can be inspired by what somebody do or what somebody say and channel it or express it in your own way. Sometimes you needed to be inspired by that person, because then it triggers growth, or grow a whole nother tree just off of an inspiration. But to literally copy and paste is wild. That's wild as fuck. Okay, but it's like, it's not hard to believe that when certain people say, oh, these famous stars took this from me and this, that, and the other. Some of them motherfuckers be lying, but some of them people be actually telling the truth. Okay, your energy is the color. Life is the canvas. You are the art. Be your beautiful self, baby. Yeah. The fact that you're even able to transmute certain energies, point out certain things, see certain things, really have people triggered. And I can't help but to notice how artsy these cards are. Everything happened for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. And sometimes, even when you feel like somebody's taking something from you, you really got to use that as fuel to continue being you, because you the shit. And that's just what it is. Accept it. Like, there's nothing else need to be said after that, for real. If I wanted to, I could end this message right now. And those of you who want to be strengthened are going to be strengthened, and those of you who want to be triggered are going to be triggered. What can I do about that? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking to somebody who, me and you are mirroring each other. You trigger people. When are you going to just accept it? Don't allow what somebody else is being triggered by to trigger you. And it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to feel out. It's okay to sit in how you feel. But eventually, you just have to become one with it in a way where it's balanced. It's either I can be mad and be upset and hide because somebody else taking my ideas, or I can be more of who I am. Allow it to be my fuel. What the fuck am I getting upset for? You know, I'm speaking to somebody. Keep pushing forward. Somebody here needs some type of meditation. Or this element of, I don't know why this girl is giving me in a period. What? A period, man. Somebody could be on their cycle at this time. All right. But this was reminding me of being in a pyramid. And it's reminding me of hieroglyphs. The pyramids are all over the world, not just in Egypt, but I'm being called to speak about Egyptology. The beginning. For somebody here, the way you process things is unmatched. This is why people tend to, and I'm not saying this okay, but this is why people tend to use you as inspiration, because you just tend to be somebody that they never experienced before. It's new to them. Sometimes people need to, and I don't want to explain this in a way where it's like I'm making it okay. But sometimes, like, what the fuck can you really do about it? Like, like, let's just be realistic. What can you do about it besides to keep moving forward, to keep going on? I also feel like with this Chariot and this Four of Swords, your spirit need rest. Somebody's spirit need rest, like some type of rejuvenation, healing. I'm also hearing something about hope, faith, lineage, bloodline. She got a heart on her chest under armor, hidden. So something about a hard exterior but being very soft on the inside is reminding me of like a turtle. Tortoise could be significant. A Taurus could be significant. Green hair could be significant. Her hair is green or whatever this is. Highlights, darkness, and her being comfortable in this darkness, in the womb. And those stars never left her. Because although this is giving me like, that's crazy. Because even though this is giving me at night, I also heard in the daytime, because you can't see the stars in the sky in the daytime. The only star you can see is the sun, and sometimes the moon. But that does not mean that it's not there. This is also giving me the energy of connecting to your star, connecting to your divinity, connecting to this outer worldly spiritual team that you have. I'm so glad that certain things happen, because the more I rest with the truth, the more I'm able to be neutral and just accept myself. Me talking about me, this message isn't about me. This is about you and whoever is resonating with this message. I'm also speaking to somebody where you want to have you want a platform, or, and I keep saying you want, like somebody here hasn't started it, but you think about it a lot. And then I'm talking to somebody who is also fresh. It's also reminding me of back then when I first started my first YouTube channel. The attention that I get now, I wouldn't have been ready for it back then. It would have consumed me. In fact, I probably wouldn't even be here. Between the things that was going on in my personal life, and then on top of the heat and the pressure that come with being seen by so many people, being experienced by so many people, especially as an empath, I wouldn't have been ready for that. So sometimes when you comparing yourself to other people who go viral, maybe they never had a chance to actually process all of that attention, all of that fame. And it kind of put a lot of pressure on you. It's kind of like being thrown to the wolves and not know that you have this innate strength where you can fight the pack, but you never experienced that fight before. It's like a shock to your respiratory system or your nervous system. What? A respiratory. Okay, lungs, breathing, air, life, air signs, something significant about that. Balance. Okay? And that just threw me off, all right? Listen. Once I'm there, and I'm locked in. Listen. Spirit said, take it. Somebody here, you could be really connected to owls, birds, speech. Somebody here could also be a speech therapist. But there is something. I'm hearing sweets about your DNA, and I'm almost tasting it. So I feel like right now, there's this element of I don't know why I'm hearing Kool-Aid. You somebody's favorite Kool-Aid. This don't even got to be somebody that is sexually attached to you or no lustful. It's giving you are inspiration. And it might hurt sometimes because you want to be given credit for your messages. I could even be talking to a reader. But like I said, I'm speaking. This message is kind of personal for me. Kinda. This shit is personal. Why did I just say hear business and personal? That song ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen. Somebody here is connected to dimensions that people wouldn't even be able to fathom. I'm also getting this element of being connected to dimensions that scientists haven't even created. Created? What? Scientists haven't even studied. They can't see it. It's like it's not there. It's reminding me of that TV show Manifest and how they were trying to replicate. How the fuck did these people go through a vortex and come back all of these years later? And they were set with certain callings. They felt everything and they felt each other. It reminds me of the collective, even though that was a certain group of people. It's reminding me of the idea of the 144,000, where it's not a certain number, it's a frequency. But you know they gotta sprinkle the truth in your face and still give a little bit of lie to add to it. Okay, that could be significant. I did channel the devil card earlier. These are also people's personalities. People that you idolize. You don't know who they are behind the camera. You don't. You might feel like you know who I am by what I done said and what I done. You know, I'm going to use myself as the example. But you don't know me. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I go through. You don't know where I've been. You're experiencing me at the frequency that you meet me, but you don't know what frequencies I came from. I'm speaking to somebody. Give yourself the credit. I'm hearing correct your posture. Somebody you slouch a lot. Somebody here could also have scoliosis. Okay? Hold your head up. When you walking outside, look up. Stop looking down. I'm talking to somebody who know who they is, but they hide. It's like you're afraid to be seen. You're afraid to be experienced. Sometimes you're afraid to even see yourself and experience you, because that's just how powerful it is. Powerfully, it can come out scary sometimes. Nothing's a coincidence, and I have this steady ringing sound in my right ear. And it's not loud, almost to the point where it's not noticeable. It's a frequency. You are that frequency. Your energy is the color. It's what gives things life. Life is the canvas. Use that color to experience. Life also means experiences. Your story, your blueprint. Somebody here is a writer, or something about writing will be very significant for you. It'll help you process your emotions, process those overthoughts. That's what I mean by channeling overthinking and using it as a superpower. Instead of you keeping all of it inside, write it down or talk about it. I promise you, I was battling back and forth with myself about whether I even want to talk about this publicly. But I feel like I released something by doing it. That's what I created the platform for in the first place. Yeah, I can write. But if you bold enough to steal it, why not me be bold enough to talk about it? You know what I'm saying? That's that element of not allowing yourself to hide. So much so where the message that I was going to do, it was going to be a love message. I start questioning whether or not I should do it, just because that person's platform is bigger than mine. But why am I hiding myself? It's like when you start elevating at a certain frequency, you start realizing the subtle attacks. And then it comes from people that you love, people that you are also inspired by, people that you've called great. I could even remember saying, one day I'm going to be sitting amongst the greats, and I start naming certain people. You know, just being inspired by the girlies that do tarot. You know what I'm saying? High priestess energy. Because it was a part of me. It was a part of me. Something in that person mirrored. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize in making that statement, even though I was projecting myself being great, I was already great. These people watch me, inspired by me, and that's cool. But why am I dimming my own light? Stop dimming your own light. Sometimes it do feel like, that's why I was getting with this 3 of Swords and this 6 of Pentacles. It feel like, you know, the balance is a equal give and take type shit. But it's okay, because you see that invisible hand? Spirit bringing the balance for you. You don't have to feel like something was taken from you, because the accolades, I saw the 6 of Wands earlier, that you deserve, the recognition with this star card that you deserve, is recognized by those that's important. You see how these stars never left her. They in the sky here, in the trees, disguised as flowers. This is also giving me that element of, I've heard foreign people, like in Haiti, say that don't touch every flower, touch every tree, because it might not actually be what you see. And I said, what? This was back then when I was just learning about this type of stuff. And I said, how could that even be? But if you believe in shape-shifting, if you believe that life is truly a hologram, everything you see, that thing they say, well, it's an illusion, your eyes play tricks on you. Especially when you close mind. I swear, closed mind people don't know how much they miss out on in life. But seriously, but if you're not ready for the openness that it takes for you to be that way, it can also be detrimental. That's why different levels exist, different frequencies exist. But you're going to get your just due. You don't have that to worry about ever in life. I'm speaking to somebody that understands that frequency, wealth is deeper than just money. These people are exchanging jewels. Where the power is in earth, what earth is able to bear. And if earth is conscious and your body is conscious, what are you able to bear? What part of that frequency can you tap into that also mirror you on the inside and shine bright? I almost said like the diamond you are. Somebody's name could be Diamond, or the star you are, literally. In meditation, those stars, that support is with her, that stardom, that energy. In her resting, even in her moving forward, she's supported by those same stars. They're crowning her. Behind her, supporting her, I'm talking about your ancestors. And in this high priestess, she's cloaked by those stars. It comes off mysterious, something that people can't read because they don't even identify with it. You also have to remember that most times a person not supporting what you got going on because they're afraid, or they just don't get it. They don't understand it, and it's not your job to make them. It's not my job to make you see yourself. It's not. Okay, so if you are somebody that's a reader and you really care about your clients and you really care about your messages and just want people to get it, it's not your job for them to get it. Your job is to say what you got to say and move forward. Their job is to either embrace it and become, or be triggered and now they're a new hater. But you embody that energy, which means that you also embody the protection that comes with that energy. Okay, somebody's notifications are about to go up. There's something significant about that. All right, this 3 of Swords and this 6 of Pentacles, something about it being together. Like I want to cross them together. Somebody could be feeling heartbroken because they don't feel like they're getting the recognition that they deserve. But like I said, why is it that we're looking for outside recognition when I'm silent? Because it's like I'm feeling the disconnect. But what justice am I giving myself if I decided that it's okay to embody another person's disconnection to life? It's not. So I'm talking to an empathic person. Yeah, literally. Ouroboros, but it's in the form of an infinity loop. You got the yin and yang here. Ouroboros is when a snake eats its own tail because it's not able to recognize a process that it's like it's something's wrong with it. I think it's sick or something like that. This is like this element of you could either be your biggest fan or your own biggest critic. Something about a middle ground between the two, allowing them to be balanced. Like juggling 2 balls. Like, whoa. I'm sorry. I'm immature. I could be so serious one instant and be so immature and childish. Oh my God. It's time for me to wrap this up and move on to the next message. Okay. Look up Ouroboros, baby. I can't call it out right now. But long story short, there's no reason for you to look for external validation, because the validation is within. What helped me start really regulating my nervous system, like on a spiritual level. And it seemed like every time I get ready to talk about this, I forget it. Like something don't want me to say this, or there's some sort of resistance around my communication. Like I just don't get it. Excuse me. I'm trying to see what cards am I being called to. All right. I'm hearing new, everything new. You're about to get some type of communication here. This could even be spiritual communication. Okay. I also just heard someone has gained a new warrior. Something about a warrior spirit. Okay, gaining some sort of strength or having some sort of, realization. You're being renewed, spiritually renewed at this time. May this message find exactly who it needs. Okay. Time. There it is. Okay. Time. If I'm going to play with the analogy that time don't exist and everything is happening all at once, there's no such thing as a separation from what I want. Right? Just because I'm not experiencing it physically right now don't mean that that thing isn't there. And that's what we tend to do. That's the disconnect. Because you're looking at it from the perspective, I got to see it in my hand, versus experiencing it on the inside. Today I was watching someone, they were channeling a message, and she just came up in my peripheral. Damn, and I lost the message again. I think her name is Ryan's Eye. Funny as fuck. I swear, like I talk about her all the time because I be looking at her TikToks. Damn. She was saying something along the lines of experiencing it before it get here. And I felt resistance, but it wasn't me that I felt. It was somebody that was listening to her video, where it's like, how could you do that? How could you experience a feeling that's not even here? That's the thing. You're disconnecting yourself from that feeling, because just like in your imagination, you can feel like somebody love you when they don't. What's the difference? You've convinced yourself that what you're experiencing is love, and it's true because that's all you know. Now, I do understand, I understand, you're not just going to wake up and automatically just say, oh, I'm healed. No, it's not an overnight type of thing. You didn't become who you are overnight. It took life experiences for you to be who you are now. But you can change. Okay? Thank you, sister girl. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that back. Okay? It was for a reason. All right? Channel that ambition. Put in the effort. Okay? Time is an illusion if you can experience something now by just imagining it. And before you know it, that imagination has no other choice but. It has no other choice but. Because it was never an imagination. It was a frequency that you just had to align to. The birds is supporting. Give me 3 of these cards, Spirit. All right, somebody here could feel really hurt by family. Maybe you took some type of ideal, you shared a part of yourself with someone in your family or your family, and they calling you, I instantly heard like a witch, or they calling you, I don't know, everything but the child of God, when you are literally crowned. Mixer, you're a fucking hybrid. Okay, and I'm still gonna do my message, my love message. It was in my phone for weeks. Like, I just never, but I mentioned it in a past reading where I was like, somebody here is gonna experience a love where you are, it's like you and another person are both gifted, and you're gonna have children that are gifted. And I was saying how it reminded me of the family of the Incredibles. And how everybody had their own talent. Even, I believe, the baby or something like that, they had to figure out the baby's talent. But the baby was unconsciously doing it. If I'm not, they had laser beam eyes or some shit. I gotta watch the movie again. But yeah, it was giving that. That was supposed to be my love message for Saturday. And it still is. Fuck it. It is what it is. Like, I'm not... It is what it is, bro. I'm not gonna hide myself, all right? Literally, harvest. Why mask your own harvest? Don't see it as an obstacle. See it as a solution. Make the choice and go towards the choice of fortune. It's your fortune. Something about somebody's part of fortune. I see 2 fish. I could be speaking to a Pisces. Okay, somebody here sitting in their room in action, but action is still there with a butterfly on top of it. It's in the action, the transformation happened. Somebody here, you're waiting on your guides. You're waiting on God. You're waiting on the universe to move for you, but you're not. What effort are you truly putting in to become or to embody who you already are? You can't say you want something. I want to go viral, but I only post once a month. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. You got to give them something to work with. Okay? I keep seeing clown. Like, somebody really might feel like they're a clown for doing something, or somebody done made you feel like your circumstances in life has made you feel like something just isn't the beat, but you want to do it so bad. The people who support what you want to do gonna come, but be ready for the heat too. The heat is sometimes you just so great that you're mimicked, and that's okay. Stay in the scope of what you can control. You can't control what nobody else can do or what nobody else will do. All you can do is be free. And that's the control you have over you, your angels, your spirit guides. God. They see it all. And sometimes it really is just inspiration. Sometimes a person ain't necessarily hating on you or nothing like that. Nah, it just is what it is, my baby. Okay, you got self. This can be no more synchronistic. It is the awareness of one's own thoughts, feelings, and existence. Okay, let me calm down. I think I'm getting a little passionate over here, but I love you, cousin. It's all love. 40:04 on the timer when I said that. It is the awareness of one's own thoughts, feelings, and existence. Focusing solely on thinking about... Wait. This is giving run-on sisters. I need to calm down. Okay, baby. She looking in the mirror. Not only that mirror is magical. You see the magic in that mirror? Come on. Somebody might also need to clean their mirror, because Spirit said their spiritual mirror, you're seeing yourself distorted. It's bringing me back to the true mirror, and how your eyes can play tricks on you, and how everything that's set up around you knows that, so it plays on those tricks. This is what you call it, an awakening to the truth. The truth is not all about what's in a book or what's said. It's about what you awaken to in your reality, what you can see with the eyes that you have, that spirit eye. Everybody's eye isn't expressed the same, even if it came from the same source. Embrace your part of that expression. It is the awareness of one's own thoughts, feelings, and existence. Focusing solely on thinking about and seeing oneself. And it's not narcissistic. Don't let nobody tell you that you're selfish because you're choosing to move for you. Because whoever you're supposed to show up for in that selfishness, I think I wrote it that wrong. Okay? in that selfishness, you still gonna show up for somebody else because they're watching you. You are the example for them to also put themselves first. So you tell me, is it really selfish? This is what I mean by life is a contradiction. Perspective is everything. Everything. Okay? Give me something else, Spirit. Listen, I see wealth. Your best revenge is your paper. That's what I heard. Okay, but guess what? Your best revenge is really your currency. Your best revenge is to pop out. But in order for you to pop out fully, you got to be able to sit with yourself, recognize who you are, believe in yourself, and not be in conflict with what you used to. These low vibrational, impoverished energies that want to suck you dry. Or they could even be using somebody that really ain't got bad intentions. But it's like this energy that know how to get you. Because what if, I'm just playing devil's advocate, right? And this is what creates that neutral standpoint for me. Because I can't be mad. I've used someone as inspiration before. You know what I mean? Made it my own, or, turned it or channeled off a certain thing or something like that. What if that was just an energy that's trying to target me energetically, something that I might not be seeing, or I'm feeling it, and this is the way that I'm it's seeping through, you know what I'm saying? Had I not been within, can tap in within, it might not even be the person. It could literally be an energy using that person. But if you don't know that, or you're too emotional or too logical, it's just not going to work. That's where that 3 of Swords coming in at. Balance, head and heart together. I don't know why it's also reminding me of something tragic that happened. Like somebody getting shot, right? And if they remove the bullet, the person would actually be unalive. But if they left it, almost like it was supposed to be a part of them anyways, or they needed to go through that in order to become a different version of themselves. Because I don't get that this heart is being pierced in the sense of, okay, what I'm channeling is basically turning your pain into purpose. Channeling that pain and allowing it to be transmuted, and you actually get something out of it. Okay? Ooh. Okay, justice. Unreachable and family. Wow. You on your own journey. Your dreams are different, literally. You are on a certain quest to repair certain parts of your DNA that has been burdening your bloodline for a long time. You have unwavering support with the security of a dog and a bear, and you protect it. Sometimes the ladder is only meant for you to climb. Okay? And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Since we got ads playing in the background and I can't find... I fucking hate Roku. I do. I'm not even going to lie. I hate Roku remotes, bruh. The TV, the technology, cool. I'm going to let my girl ad play. Because I'm finna end this video anyway. But that fucking remote, who else are you having issues with finding it? Listen. Girl, let me go. It's time for you to start anchoring in you. Okay? Yeah, put that effort in you. No longer being somebody's puppet. Okay? Somebody need to, something about what you believe in, your spiritual beliefs play a big role with your ideologies. They play a big role with your perception. Why you think they play on it? Why you think they separated us? Why is there so many religions and not just one? Which is freedom with this authenticity, like my girl said in the comments. She said some. Shout out to you. I gotta go back and read it. Well, she was right. Anyway, I love you guys. I really appreciate you, and I will see you on the next experience. Peace.